Nice little surprise you are going to have, my gorgeous Aries, when it comes to December 2023. So what this nice surprise it's actually going to be. But you know what? It's at around the 24th, 25th, 26th and 27th of December 2023. It's where this is actually going to take place. And yes, I know it's right at around the end of the month, but it doesn't really matter, because this in itself, it's gonna be such a beautiful moment in time. Nice little surprise. It's gonna be all about now suddenly something becoming successful that you did not think that this is gonna be successful whatsoever, because you've been worrying about it for so long and nothing was happening whatsoever. So my gorgeous Erini, to make this really clear, is the fact that you know what is actually going to take place and what is going to happen. It's going to make you aware of like some kind of like a success here, which is going to surprise you. And this is an important moment in time, because now you will be left with absolutely no option but to kind of take this really seriously. And after this moment in time, things are going to start changing for you, because this in itself is literally going to show you the way, my gorgeous Erini, indeed. So it's not only about the actual surprising success, but it's also the new door being open at that very moment in time when it comes to you, my gorgeous Erini. Indeed, you must not ignore this new door, because this new door are energetically connected to number 21. That's your number in numerology when it comes to this month, number 21. This is a highly powerful number of a success, highly powerful number, showing us and making us aware of the fact that we are going to make the right decision, that you are going to make the right choice and the right decision by taking this really seriously. You becoming aware of like something becoming successful that you did not kind of think that it's gonna be successful whatsoever. This is really gonna be such a breaking and such a turning point for you. But for the love of God, do not think that this is happening like, oh yeah, it's just happening. No, baby, no. This is a pretty much so very strongly connected to your destiny. So it's naturally and organically gonna be required from you to take this seriously. And the only way to take this seriously is not to ignore the new door, which are at the very same time going to open. And this new door are going to show you the way. And this new door are the direct result of this successful situation. Now, don't get me wrong, you know, this is something to do with like success in general, but it can also be a lot to do with your emotional state of mind. Like maybe something, you know, is to do with the success in general, but also on another note, sorry, I hope I'm not too confused. This is to do with the success in general, but it's also connected to your emotional state of your mind, which means that this is something that was like really directly connected to your emotions, and it was making you like really feel down and negative at time as well. So this is why this is going to be so important, my gorgeous Erini, indeed. And do not forget that your number in numerology is number 21, a very powerful indeed. In fact, look, this is going to bring such a confidence into your life. Now this what is going to happen, that success that I'm talking about. So this is going to bring such a confidence into your life. But look at this, ultimately I just needed to take an oracle card out. Ultimately it's going to lead towards you finding what is also going to happen. You're going to find, oh my god, I mean, what can I say? Is there anything I can say to this, my gorgeous Erini? You are literally going to find love, and especially when it comes to that love, you know, this in itself, it's pretty much so going to also reflect quite a lot on your finances and in your financial situation, and at the same time it's bringing absolutely absolutely such a powerful balance into your life. Look at that. It's bringing justice into your life, which means karmically, this is telling me that you have been through quite a lot, my gorgeous Erini, indeed. When it comes to your nutrition and when it comes to your health, sorry, my gorgeous Erini, when it comes to your nutrition and when it comes to your health, you really need to kind of, it's more about your state of mind. It's more about your spirituality than anything else. You need to kind of think about the balance. You're reaching such a stage of your life where you must not allow other things going on to take the better of you. You need to think about your balance. You need to think about your spirituality. You need to think about what do you need to do in order to kind of like really reward yourself. You need to think about how you can bring more fun into your life. You need to think about your balance. It is very crucial to think about your balance more than anything else. Maybe you can start some kind of meditation. Maybe you can start some kind of like a reconnection with the nature or connecting with the nature even more. But it's a lot about you doing certain things to yourself which are gonna reflect on you spiritually, in a spiritual way, of course, but also on another note, because you are gonna be going through a little bit of stress and anxiety, I highly recommend you to get something like a natural B vitamins in a liquid form without any horrible ingredients or without any unnecessary additives or chemicals or whatsoever. Every single B vitamin within this B vitamin liquid, B vitamin complex, it needs to be made in a natural way. This is something you need to make sure. And this in itself, it's going to be brilliant for your stress levels, but it's also going to be fantastic when it comes to your digestion, brilliant for the whole digestive system. And this is also something which is going to be a little bit sensitive. And on top of that, it's also going to give you lots of energy. And I highly suggest you to take a natural B vitamin supplement the very first thing in the morning. It's absolutely fine to do because it's a water soluble. So this is something that I highly recommend you to actually take as well. If you're on any other medications, if you're pregnant or if you're breastfeeding, you just need to check with your doctor or GP. Only they can tell you whether this can interact with your existing medications, my gorgeous Erini, or not. So now I'm going to start with the very first day. On the 1st of December, this is brilliant because on the 1st of December you are really going to something is really gonna inspire you on this particular day. And now you have the power of number one. It goes even when it comes to the actual days individually. Number one, this is the first day of December, so it's a very strongly connected to the number one, which is a very powerful number. It gives you the strength, it gives you the courage, and it gives you the energy. Now you're already halfway through. So what am I talking about? Well, on the 1st of December, what are you gonna see? There is something that you're gonna see and you're really gonna be surprised. Something is gonna surprise you, like, oh my God. And what you're gonna see, it's like really going to first of all shock you, like, oh my God, and then it's going to surprise you, and then it's gonna like kind of inspire you. It's about this inspiration. The bottom line is that something is gonna inspire you so much when it comes to the 1st of December. And that in itself, it's like, oh my God, you're not going to be able to stop thinking about it from the 1st of December until the 4th of December. On the 4th of December, you are already going to make a really important decision. On the 4th of December, exactly, you are going to make an important decision that, this is to do with a certain move and a certain step that you're going to need to make, but you need to be brave. You need to be strong, baby. You need to be brave here. And you need to be strong. And this is why you're going to be like, oh my God, all around the place in between the 1st of December and the actual 4th of December. You'll be all around the place. And then on the 4th of December, by the time the 4th of December comes, here you are going to really make like this decision that you're gonna make a kind of like a, it's not about making a decision, but realizing that you need to make some kind of a move, that now at this stage of your life you consider this like a really, really brave. And my advice is absolutely go for it indeed. In fact, by the time you get to the 5th of December, one day later, the very important steps, no, seriously, by the time you get to the 5th of December, you're already gonna make like you're already gonna start making first steps when it comes to this particular thing that inspired you. Because you know, on the very 5th of December, the reason why this is gonna be triggered like that, it's gonna happen surprisingly. Although you did make a decision on the 4th of December, but on the 5th of December, there is some little bastard here who is going to play a really important role, my gorgeous Erini. You're gonna look at someone, you're gonna hear about some bastard, like a really nasty bastard, who really got away with something really bad. And this particular person who got away with something really bad, you're gonna be like, you sneaky little bastard, you know. But then that in itself is really kind of gonna contribute towards you knowing that you need to take these steps now. You need to really consider this seriously, what inspired you on the 1st of December so much. And so you can, you know, so basically this is going to inspire you, so you don't kind of like really allow any kind of person like this to affect you in any way, shape or form whatsoever. I mean, I'm not saying that this person affected you personally necessarily, but I'm just saying that you becoming aware of somebody really nasty and sneaky and somebody who got away with something terrible, you know, this is going to kind of contribute towards you kind of going on your own way and understanding the importance of doing your own thing, you know, because it's all about following your passion and at the same time not being influenced by people who do not mean anything to you or to your life whatsoever. This is so important, what is going to happen on the 5th of December. When I say that, you know, this is going to lead towards you already kind of making first steps here. You're going to make first important steps here when it comes to you manifesting exactly what you came across on the 1st of December. And this is going to be so important, but the process of manifestation, it's already going to start. I mean, the level of confidence is going to be mental. You're going to feel really energetic. You're going to feel really optimistic. You're going to feel like so passionate. You're going to feel the passion you didn't feel in absolute ages. And all this, it's happening completely spontaneously. And even more so, in between the 5th and the actual 10th of December, there is going to be, you know, such an important sign, like a very unique and very unusual sign which you are going to have. And that particular sign which you are going to have, it's going to happen right after you come across some kind of unusual water. You come across some kind of unusual water, yeah, that's what I said. And something you're going to be looking at as something like a water, and something is going to be so unusual about it, and you're going to be thinking, this is really unusual. I know it sounds weird. And then shortly after that, you are going to have this sign. This is going to be a pre-sign moment. Shortly after that, you are going to have this really powerful sign where you're going to be thinking so intensely about these things. And then this sign which you are going to have, it's going to be like a really brilliant confirmation, because it's going to happen right at the time when you are still so indecisive about moving on and walking away from something that brought so much pain and negativity into your life anyway, but you're still finding it so hard to let it go. That sign is going to be like a big mama, because it's going to open your eyes, and it's going to be one of the greatest moments of your own personal spiritual awakenings, my gorgeous Aries, like ever. Absolutely important indeed. What else I was going to recommend you, my gorgeous Erini, would be this absolutely gorgeous smoky quartz. Look how beautiful this is. Very, very powerful. Lots of people don't understand how powerful smoky quartz is, especially when it comes to us preserving our positive energy, preserving our energy, and protecting ourselves and our energy from the people and beings that are stealing our energy and that can affect our energy. This doesn't only protect our energy, but at the same time even if we like kind of like really absorb like a negative energy from some other people, it just really sends this the negative energy directly into the ground. Not necessarily from other people. We can pick up a huge amount of energy when we go to the certain places that are riddled with the negative energy. Oh yeah, it really depends. What am I talking about here? So this is why smoky quartz, if you go to the places that are so negative, filled with negative energy, oh yeah, it does rubs off on us so badly. So this is why you just kind of, it goes towards you, it goes through you, and then it just goes into the ground. So smoky quartz is like absolutely a must, my gorgeous Aries, and I really recommend you to wear this throughout December, January, February and March 2024. The link to buy this is going to be up here, you will see, or is going to be within the description as well below. The next important date is going to be on the 10th of December. On the 10th of December, you need to understand that, you know, you will be facing this situation on the 10th of December, and the more you give, the more you're gonna get out, and it's not gonna seem that way. It's not gonna seem like that. But this is what you need to remember. On the 10th of December, you're going to be facing this situation. Something is gonna happen, and you're gonna realize that you need to understand that the more you give, the more you're gonna get out. It's to do with out of that. It's to do with like the specific situation which you thought it has come to an end, but it didn't. You still need to put more energy towards this, and it's nothing bad, it's nothing negative, but this is important because it's a lot to do with your personal life, it's a lot to do with your lifestyle, it's a lot to do with what you give to yourself, it's a lot to do with how you see yourself. Just remember, the more you appreciate yourself, the more you're going to be appreciated by other people as well. Okay, do not bring yourself down, because if you keep on bringing yourself down, or if you keep on thinking about yourself in a negative way, people are not going to respect you, because they're going to be able to pick up on this particular energy. So I think it's a lot about you working on yourself, but also returning to something traditional. You're going to realize that something is missing in your life, and all I can explain this as, describe this as, is as if it's something like a traditional. And this is to do with your spirituality, and it's also to do with some kind of a wish or a dream that you had from the before that you completely forgot about. Now you're going to be reminded of that dream. You're very closer to that dream. Some kind of a dream that you've been working on for so long and you even forgot about it. And now you're going to be reminded of that dream, because you're going to have a really positive news and message which is going to completely blow you away, and it's going to surprise you, and it's going to make you aware of the fact that you are really going to be enjoying things in life you're not enjoying right now in as little as 9 months time after this moment in time. Absolutely crazy, but very brilliant in the same way. By the time you get to like about the 14th and the 15th of December, I'm sorry, but somebody very horrible is going to show their face. Somebody's like kind of going to stab you in the back, but you must not take this person seriously whatsoever. That particular person who stabbed you in your back, you're gonna feel stabbed, not like literally, you know what I mean, but you're gonna feel like, I shouldn't even say it like that, but you know, not literally stabbed in your back, but you're gonna feel like you're stabbed in your back, and you're gonna realize that somebody hasn't been honest with you. But I don't think that you should rush with that whatsoever. Do not judge this person, because that person is somebody who is in your life, who is going through something ridiculously difficult. And please don't judge this person, because when you find out what that person is going through, you're not gonna see this as a stabbing in your back anymore. You're just gonna see that more as a cry for help rather than anything else. So please do not rush with anything when you are like kind of stabbed in your back, because that's how you're gonna feel initially. And I said you're gonna feel like you're like stabbed in your back, but really it's just somebody else's cry for help, and it's something that you must not take personal whatsoever, my gorgeous Erini, you know, because there is something really interesting that you are going to find out about yourself as well, about some kind of a problem that you've had for a while, you will know how to deal with it, you know, and this is really going to make you feel so much better about yourself as well. So do not kind of like allow this to make you angry, because very soon after that moment in time, as I said, you're going to realize what exactly this person is going through, and it's almost like something so difficult and so heavy, like it's in between life and death, like literally, and it's something that that person has done, and there is no reversing, and now this has been confirmed to this person what that person has done, and it's irreversible, and it's just driving this person absolutely crazy, and this is what caused this person to act in this particular way with you. So you must not take this personal whatsoever. Just try to help to that person see the light, you know what I mean? Just try to do anything you possibly can in order for this person to have a little bit of fun or something, you know. It's just important to try to put this person's mind away from currently what they are actually going through. But for you, do not take this personal whatsoever. The second important the second thing I was going to recommend you, my gorgeous Aries, would be this absolutely stunning blue tiger's eye. And the blue tiger's eye is really, really powerful because it helps you to see way beyond. It helps you to understand way beyond. It helps you to reconnect with yourself on a very spiritual level by helping you to reconnect with your pineal gland, also known as a third psychic eye, one of the most powerful parts of our body, in our body indeed, is our pineal gland. And there are lots of things that are going on that are causing this pineal gland not to work how it should actually work. And sadly, sometimes this is done completely deliberately. But then again, at the same time, when you have something like a blue tiger's eye, it really helps you to unlock your pineal gland. You unlock your pineal gland. You unlock yourself. You unlock yourself. You realize the whole new world of possibility that you didn't even know it existed. It helps you to reconnect with yourself, with your passion, but at the same time it makes you feel really brave and strong, especially when it comes to making necessary moves in life and things like that. And on top of that, blue tiger's eye is also going to protect you from an evil eye, you know, especially when it comes to like an evil eye being, you know, directed at us on purpose by the specific people, for example. So this gorgeous blue tiger's eye comes with sterling silver chain. And the link to buy this is up here, you will see in the corner, or it's going to be within the description below. The next important date is going to be on the 22nd of December, because on the 22nd of December, you know, you will realize, you need to understand that, you know, you're gonna really kind of see something which is really going to attract you, but this in itself, it's to do with you trying something for the first time, and again, it's to do with you expressing yourself spiritually, okay? But at that moment in time, you're also going to, you need to understand that the healing process is about to start, because you're gonna become very, very determined now also to explain something to somebody, and you just will know that what you want to explain to somebody in your life, it drives you nuts, because you cannot believe that this person doesn't understand and hasn't been understanding you for quite a while now about one very, very specific issue. You're also going to hear a confirmation about that particular issue, which is going to be your confirmation that you were absolutely right. So now you're going to find yourself in this moment where you're going to really want to explain to one particular person in your life who is still not going to be able to understand you. What are you talking about and where you're coming from? But all you're trying to do is you're trying to make aware for that, you're trying to make that person understand something really specific here, so that person doesn't make like a massive, stupid, ridiculous mistake. Okay, and you're right and that person is wrong, so your spiritual duty is still to go forward, to start with. That person is not going to be able to understand anyway, and it's always going to be the same. I know what you're talking about, but watch what's going to happen for within the next 15 or 16 day after that moment in time. That particular person is going to have some kind of experience which is going to make that particular person aware of what you were trying to say to them. So it is almost going to save somebody's life. Like literally, this is saving somebody's life. No pressure, but you know, it's good, it's important. And also, my gorgeous Erini, when it comes to the actual 27th of December, when it comes to the 27th of December, you know, you are going to feel like you're going to be thinking about your past, you're going to be thinking about your childhood. Something is going to trigger these memories. You're either going to see some kind of a building you haven't seen in absolute years, you know, or some kind of place you haven't seen in absolute ages. I think it's to do with the place or a building you haven't seen in years, like, oh my god, such a long time ago. And this is gonna like really put you in the certain frame of mind, and then you're gonna be thinking about your memories, and then you're gonna realize that you want to make a certain lifestyle change. But this lifestyle change, it's like gonna be reflecting on like the time of your life when things were really simple. And I really hope this makes sense, and you really should go with it, because this in itself, it's also showing you the way again. It's to do with a specific project that you're going to find yourself thinking about, which is really going to surprise you. But then again, at the same time, it's going to bring so much sense into your life. In terms of optimism, this is something which is going to make you feel good. So most certainly you should do this, because it's helping you to align yourself, to align with your spirit and with your soul, and ultimately with your spiritual journey. So this is why this is going to be important. By the time you get to the 30th of December, on the 30th of December, my gorgeous Erini, you know, this is brilliant, because you are going to have a really good news, and this good news is going to make you aware of the fact that you are going to need to make a really important decision. This good news, it's on one hand going to make you aware of the exact challenge you will happily accept at this stage, and then on another note, this good news, it's also going to give you confidence and strength, you know, to actually you're going to be thinking about this very wise choice, and this good news, it's also going to confirm to you that, you know, this was on your mind for so long. Intuitively you were thinking about like making this wise choice. So this good news which you're going to have on the 30th of December, it's going to allow you to make a really wise choice. You knew that this was wise, this was important to you, but you couldn't make this wise choice until this new good news came on the 30th of December, which is on one hand going to allow you to accept the challenge you wouldn't normally accept, but on another hand, it's going to show you like that now what you were thinking and what you intuitively already knew, this is going to be your confirmation. You see, it's about a wise choice. You will know what this wise choice is as soon as you hear this good news. You see this? You will know what this wise choice is as soon as you hear this good news, because this in itself is going to start one of the biggest transformation of your life, and it's about an idea that you had within the last year, which is gonna it's to do with the hard work and things like that ahead, but you're gonna enjoy this so much. Just the fact this is happening, it's gonna elevate you like never before. So my advice is, my gorgeous Erini, just go for it. And for those of you who are single and for those of you who are in relationship, you know, fantastic. I think that you two are going to come across something very interesting within the first 14 days of December. Within the first 14 days, within the first 14 days of December, you're going to come across something very, very interesting. And in fact, you're both going to be inspired to the point that you're not going to be able to stop thinking about it whatsoever. whatsoever. And this in itself, it's to do with the lifestyle, with the life, you know, and it's going to give you an idea to both of you, like what do you want to bring into your life, and you're not going to be able to stop thinking about it, as I said, whatsoever. This is going to lead towards you like making an important decision, and that particular decision is going to be way more significant than you can possibly imagine. It's not only being inspired by somebody and somebody's lifestyle where you're going to realize what's missing in your both lives, but at the same time you're already going to start the process of like, oh my god, this beautiful spiritual evolution where you're going to start moving on with your life, just taking this seriously already. Like, wow. And for those of you who are single and ready to mingle, my gorgeous Erini, like, oh my god, do you know what? Only now you are ready to let somebody into your life. And I know this sounds really crazy, but you have been dealing with so many problems and so many issues that you did not even realize how much this actually affected your love life. So precisely after the 10th of December, you're gonna realize, you know, how good you feel. You're gonna realize how good looking you are. You're gonna realize that your vavavumish energy returned. So all these things are contributing towards how other people see you, how other people perceive you. Suddenly I'm not saying that you didn't love yourself, I'm not saying that you didn't like yourself, but now you're just gonna kind of like, you will want to reward yourself, you will want to do something for yourself, and you're gonna notice how good looking you look, or how good you look. Like, and I'm not saying that you didn't notice this before, but now it's all gonna go on the next level. You're gonna feel this very strongly. But hey baby, on another note, this is a lot gonna come out on the other people, towards the other people, in terms of confidence and passion and the sex appeal. You're going to feel, my gorgeous Erini, people are gonna be able to notice this. I can see that you're gonna have so much fun from the 10th of December towards the end of the month. Oh my god, you're gonna have so much fun. But one particular person is gonna come through. One particular person is going to come forward. You know, this is gonna surprise you. Somebody really powerful here, you know, powerful in so many different ways. Somebody very good looking, somebody very powerful, but this is gonna surprise you that this person really likes you. So, you know, this is when things are going to start becoming very, very interesting for you when it comes to that side of your life as well, my gorgeous Erini. So it's not only about a fun this month, but it's also about somebody very interesting who is about to enter your life and it's going to make everything so much more beautiful. Okay, my gorgeous Erini, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Sasha Bonasin, psychic medium. Love you. Bye.